Good to go.
Yeah, we're good. Yo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 4 of the True Blue podcast. I am your host, Elbin, and with me today is my guy, Ty. What's up, bro?
What's going on, dude?
How you feeling, man?
Just chilling, bro. Just working,
Yeah.
training. Same thing, different day.
Yeah. All right. I want to do a little bit of icebreaker for you, and we just kind of set the environment and the tone, and then we'll go from there. So, I got some questions for you, and we're going to start off like this. So, I call this New York state of mind. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because we both from New York. So, this is just, it's an inside joke, and we're going to get to that later on, too.
I feel like I know where this is going.
So, all right. So for the first question, growing up in New York, right? Food is a big thing. So when it come down to like your go-to meal, New York Chinese or New York pizza?
Ooh. I think it really depends on what the kind of mood I'm in, but the Chinese food, by far, the best Chinese food you'll get anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'll probably hit the Chinese spot first.
So what's your go-to order though?
Chicken wings or shrimp fried rice.
Typical, bro, with the chicken wings.
Extra duck sauce.
I used to do the chicken wings when I was younger. Then I got older. I was just like, yo, if I want chicken wings, I'm gonna go somewhere else for actual chicken wings.
Have you ever tried the honey barbecue wings though?
At a Chinese joint?
Yes.
Nah. See, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like certain things, I'm like, I ain't going to you for that because it's Chinese food, fam.
The honey, like once I discovered the honey barbecue wings, bro, it was a wrap.
Nah.
It was a wrap.
Out here or in New York?
In New York.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I ain't never heard of it out here.
It depends on which restaurant. Like the one right up the street over here.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. That's
All
close. Right. That's the closest to home I've had.
Okay.
Since I've been in Florida.
I know which one you're talking about. That's probably the same one we always go to, so I ain't gonna disclose where that joint at though. But yeah, for me, man, General Tso's chicken, and yeah, you can't go wrong with some pork fried rice, man. Like that's my go-to.
Yeah.
But if I'm back at home in New York, like a good slice of pizza though. So it depends on the mood, but yeah, I think I can never go wrong with a good slice of pizza. Especially back in the days, it was like $1, like a 99-cent slice.
Yeah, it ain't that no more.
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
They done jacked it up.
Yeah, and then out in Florida, I mean, like pizza don't hit the same. So it's just, nah. All right, so Knicks or Nets?
Is that basketball?
Yeah, is that basketball? You kidding me?
I don't like basketball.
This man already red flagging red flags.
I'm a football fan, dog, so I ain't.
Have you had to pick a basketball team, Knicks or Nets? So Nets is Brooklyn, and then Knicks is
just
New York in general.
Probably the Knicks.
Oh, yeah. It took you that long. All right, man. Red flag. Yankees or Mets?
Yankees.
Okay.
I'm not a baseball fan either.
Me either. I'm not a baseball fan. And for me, basketball is always Knicks. I'm a huge Knicks fan. Nets, we don't care about them. Yankees, for me, I don't care about baseball, though, but I just like the symbol better than the Mets symbol. The symbol for the Mets is
iconic,
mad ugly.
You know what I'm saying? You got the logo on
Yes,
right
sir.
now.
Yes,
It's
sir.
iconic for New York.
Exactly. So, like, the Mets symbol is just Giants or Jets.
Dang, bro.
Oh, gosh. You taking long, so this is already another red flag.
They both suck, but I'm probably have to go with the Giants.
Yeah, I ain't going with the Jets, man. Like, they used to be New Jersey, so to me, they're not really.
I mean, they kind of both Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, for where they play, but
they literally play at the same stadium.
But Giants has always been New York.
Yeah.
Jets ain't always been. So, all right. When we get down to Timbs, do you even own a pair of Timbs?
Not anymore.
Yo, I don't care where I'm living, fam. Like, you made fun of me a couple years ago for wearing Timbs in Florida. Like, yo, it's just an iconic shoe that you gotta wear at some point.
But they just so heavy and this is too hot.
Nah, bro.
I done got me a pair of some cowboy boots now, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But then you wear boots for work, so. This guy, right. Man. Nah, bro. Right. I'm telling you, red flagging.
But yes, when I did wear Timbs, when I was a JIT, I had.
All right, yeah. So this is the question for the go-to color: butters or all black?
Butters.
There we go.
Butters.
But blacks is fine. I like the suede black joints.
But a lot of people don't give enough respect to the beef and broccolis.
Okay.
I used to have a pair of beef and broccolis when I was young, and those was hot. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
try to, show my homeboys that out here, and they be like, ew, this joint ugly. And I'm like, bro, this is what the swag was back in the 2000s.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like with Butters, you just can never go wrong.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, of
always
course.
just stuck with that. I had a
Yeah.
pair of black joints when I was young, and I don't know, man. I always like my Butters, man.
I ain't had Tim's in a minute.
This guy, man, talking about he from New York. Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Okay.
Nas, all the way.
I get why though.
Nas.
I'ma say Jay-Z only because like Jay-Z just got more records that I enjoy, but Nas has some classic joints that I enjoy as well. But I just feel like there's more on Jay-Z's catalog that I enjoy for years. Nas got some stuff that I'm like, I'll skip that. So, but I get why you did because Nas is from Queens. So, all right, this gotta be an easy one. 50 Cent or Ja Rule?
50 Cent.
All right. Something only New Yorkers say.
It's mad brick outside.
That's one. All right. The other one I got is, nah, son, you bugging.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you ain't from New York, like you already like, I don't even know what that is. But if you watch anything that has to do with New York, then you've heard that before. So yeah, mad brick outside means it's just mad cold.
It's cold.
Or it's very cold for some of y'all that don't even know why we say mad. Because I used to get joked on when I moved to Florida. Like, what you mean mad? Mm-hmm. All right. Best borough.
Oof, I want to say Queens, but I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna go with Brooklyn.
I was surprised you went with that. All right. Yeah, for me,
because I went to high school in Brooklyn, even though I grew up in Far Rock. Mm-hmm. Then I moved to Southside Jamaica.
Okay.
But I went to school in Brooklyn because that's where the football was at.
Yeah, Brooklyn's dope though, man. I like Brooklyn a lot. I like Queens, even though I joke about Queens, but I like Queens.
Spent a lot of time in Canarsie area.
Okay.
Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. I like. Yeah, I'm gonna say Brooklyn. Brooklyn's the dopest out of all of them. All right, what's the worst borough? I think you just kind of answered.
Yeah, the worst borough is definitely the Bronx.
Yeah, the Bronx is the dirtiest.
Sorry,
it's literally considered the dirtiest, even by like just New Yorkers in general. It's the dirtiest. All right, last question, the most important one. What's your issue with Long Island?
I don't consider Long Island ain't part of the city. It's not part of the 5 boroughs. That's its own thing.
But and you factual with that, like that's true, but it's still New York.
Yeah, it's New York, but it ain't New York City, bro.
And no one's ever, but we ain't never claimed it to be New York City. Listen, is the problem.
We've been having this debate for 4 years now, bro. I'm telling you.
So the issue is this though: there is no Queens or Brooklyn without Long Island, because if Long Island, Queens and Brooklyn are on Long Island, yo. I'm going to cut this segment and I'm going to put a map at the bottom of this video and y'all going to see that Brooklyn and Queens are right here and Long Island is the rest of it, and Brooklyn and Queens are actually on Long Island. So
So what if Long Island is part of Brooklyn and Queens?
Fam, just do your research and you can look up the history.
Nah.
Long Island existed and then Brooklyn and Queens were deemed to be boroughs and all that late. Man.
Nah.
All right, watch. I'm gonna put the map and y'all gonna see it, and this dude looking crazy. There's no Queens or Brooklyn, bro, without Long Island. Like they just don't exist. You know, Queens used to be like part of like Nassau County and all that.
When?
Years and years and years ago, before we was born, but it was.
Drop the facts in the picture.
All right, yo.
Put the facts. Put an article in there, whatever.
Right.
Send me a link. Link in the description, whatever the case is.
After this, watch. I'm gonna Google it and I'm gonna send you the links, and you're gonna look back at all of it. So, all right, man. I just wanted to start off with that anyway, just to prove my point. All those other questions was just leading up to that, just so I can make you look crazy on here. But yeah, man, so I just wanted to bring you on here, bro, because I think just your story is dope, man. I think your current story, your past story, everything leading up to how we met, all that is a dope thing for people that, one, might be interested in law enforcement, or two, just have a wrong perception of law enforcement and all that, and especially people, of Hispanic or black race. Like, we grew up looking at police officers a certain way. People today look at law enforcement a certain way, look at sheriffs a certain way. So I just think that, you kind of giving your story will shed some light and kind of give people a different idea. And then maybe somebody out there that was thinking about impacting community and doing something different, and whatever they see wrong with law enforcement, like they can be kind of that change in there for their community. And maybe that'll change something in the future, you know what I mean? As people grow up, instead of complaining about how law enforcement treats certain communities, why don't people be the change for it, you know? So,
Right.
so yeah, if you want, man, just share a little bit about, I mean, your background, where you grew up, where you from, and then how you got to the point of even being interested in getting to where you at now, man.
Right. So grew up New York City, played high school football, nothing but playing sports, man. That's all I really was focused on. Senior year, started looking into universities. I ended up actually going to school in New York first. If anybody's familiar with the New Rochelle area, I went to Monroe College. And I tried out for the football team there. They weren't looking for defensive backs at the time because that's what I played. They were looking for linebackers, and so I didn't get selected, obviously. So I was like, I've never not played sports and went to school. Like, I'm just not a student that just comes to school to do academics. So I was looking around. I was like, oh, they got this rugby team now. And I'm like, that's similar to football.
Yeah.
So went out there, started playing rugby, actually excelled pretty quickly, and that was pretty fun. Played that for a year. And then I had a buddy from high school who went to Weber International
Okay.
first.
Okay.
He told me, hey, just come out, bro. It's a good vibe. It's good. You know, the team's decent. Coaches are pretty dope. Send it. So I was like, all right, put in an application. And it was funny because all my homeboys was like, yeah, bro, we're getting a campus, a dorm off campus next semester. I'm talking about like in Monroe. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, y'all have fun with that. Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, what you mean? I'm like, bro, I'm going to Florida, bro. They're like,
they probably was like, what's in Florida, fam?
right. And there was like, yeah, right, whatever. We're like, all right, bro, see you next semester. Bet.
Didn't take you serious at all.
Nope. So packed all my things, withdrawal from the university. I came home. I really didn't tell my family much either because I was just kind of like waiting it out to see like if I didn't get accepted, then now I got to find a different school because I already done pulled out of Monroe and I did not want to go back there. It was bad. I mean, like they was like portioning our meals.
It was like jail?
Bro, low key. So like we had a little on our ID card, we had something called Mustang Bucks.
Okay.
So basically that's how you pay for your meals, like breakfast, lunch, and like dinner essentially.
Okay.
And they also had like spendable cash on the card. So like certain stores in the neighborhood, you can swipe your card and get like an actual full meal. So like we had a Poppy store across the street. You go there and get like chicken wings and fries, bacon, egg, and cheese, whatever you want. And then you had like a Subway, and then you had like kind of like a Hibachi Express.
Okay.
So we can get Chinese food or whatever the case was.
Got you.
But once you spend all that money, it wasn't much. It was probably like $50. Once you spent all that money for the semester, you got to wait till next semester for it
$50 for the semester?
Something like that. It wasn't a lot of money, bro. It was very low. It was not a lot of money. So, and as far
eating
as
out, bro, like you spending easy $12,
like
$13 on one. Yo, that's crazy.
So like we'd
You
have
gotta
to
go to
like
the vending
ration,
machine.
bro. Even the vending machines, bro. Cause think about it, bro. I was fresh out of high school. I didn't have a job. You know, my peoples ain't really got money like that. Little like $20 I would save here and there that like my mom's was able to give me. Like I would hold on to that.
Yo, I bet, bro.
I would hold on to that. So like
that's crazy.
It got to points where like we would have to like find like loose change in quarters just so me and my homeboy can get a honey bun.
Yo,
$1.75.
Pause on that, fam, because I relate to that because when I was like 13, 14, I think it was like 13, I went to Georgia to visit my cousins, and I don't know what happened that summer. I was there for the summer hanging out with them, but for whatever reason, bro, like there was like never enough grocery, and I had mad cousins in the crib, so like there was never enough grocery, and I would have to wait till they like would cook dinner in the evening. And bro, there was one day I was so hungry. There was like this little store around the corner. I'll never forget. I was walking around picking up dimes and pennies. Because back then coins was everywhere. Now I don't think you could really find coins just laying. But back then, bro, coins was everywhere. And I literally found 35 cents because the fudge round cakes used to be like 35, bro. So Yeah, anyway, man, that just made me think about that. I ain't know nobody ever else did some That's some poor man job.
Shoot,
Our
we had
parents
to.
probably feeling bad too. Like, dang, my kids was out there picking up dimes and nickels.
Dude, man, it's just a struggle, dog.
Yeah.
I was hungry. So we rack up $1.75 and we split it because it was one of those large honey buns. And we
You already
split,
split one.
we split one. But like the main problem
Yo.
was like, so all right, so let's say we go to lunch and they got whatever nasty food they serving, but then you also had the grill where they would do like burgers and joint on that.
Okay.
But like, so for your drink, you get like 2 swipes per meal. So drink and your entree, that's your 2 swipes,
And that's it.
and that's it. It was something like that. Man, it might have been 2 or 3 swipes.
Like just enough for the drink and the food. That's
And
your
that's
basics. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a burger, you know, you already done used up your, you know, your swipes and your drink. You pretty much cooked after that. So, and like, and if they were to serve you like whatever the lunch food was, like they would
Yeah.
like half portion everything. So imagine a freaking 6'5", 230-pound defensive lineman is getting his food portion.
And he's probably been used to eating a certain way before he got to that school. So now, I mean, his appetite is a certain way.
Right, bro. I couldn't, because I was trying to like, you know, get the gains on. I'm working out.
Yeah.
I'm playing rugby, and bro, I couldn't gain weight to save my life. I was stuck at like 165, 170 for that whole entire year.
Dang, man.
I was a little toothpick back then.
That's crazy, though.
So yeah, fast forward back when the school year is over. I really didn't tell my family much that I was leaving. So I came home, I had the application printed out, and I was like, I need you to sign here, here, and here. I'm moving to Florida
Wow.
to play football.
And
my
all
mom
your
was-
family's in New York.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So my grandma was like, you going to Florida? I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
And she was like, are you coming back? I was like, nah.
Yo.
Nah, it's over with. So like, after that, like, you know what I'm saying? I still didn't have a job or nothing. I'm still
Yeah.
like doing the whole application process, bro. I'm calling this school every day. Like, what's my status? What's like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And I know the football season start August, September.
Yeah.
So I was trying to, it was like July, and I'm trying to get there for camp. I didn't want to miss camp. So, bro, I literally packed everything I had, like 2 suitcases, a duffel bag, a book bag.
Moved your whole room out.
Well,
much.
technically in my grandma's house because we had got evicted from when I was living in
Yo,
Far
my
Rock.
man was going through.
Yeah.
I don't mean to
So-
laugh. I'm just thinking like, dang, yo, my man was like, yeah, I see why you was ready to get out of there, fam.
It's funny
like,
to
yeah.
laugh on it now because
Yeah.
obviously I'm like, you know, well established on my own. But
Yeah, and that's what I've been there, man. Like we look back, we laugh now, like boiling water to take a bath because we ran out of heat and hot water, opening the stove to heat up the crib. Like now looking back, it's like, yo, Joe was crazy, laughing about it, telling my kids and my wife about it. Like, yeah, y'all don't know what cold is, but back then it wasn't funny at all.
at all, like
So
I was ready to get up out of there. You know, I'm the oldest in the house at the you know, kid wise.
yeah,
So when we got evicted from Far Rock, because my parents done split up, and we had to move in with the grandparents, so it was about 5 of us in there in
Okay.
a 2-bedroom house. So just sleeping on the pull-out sofa for some years all through our high school. So I'm like, I'm ready to go.
yeah.
Like I'm ready to get up out of here. So I packed all my stuff, 2 suitcases, a duffel bag, a book bag, and my grandma gave me like $250.
Wow.
That's all I had.
Yo, make it work.
That's all I had, bro. So I came out here 2017. I played football, and I was pretty ahead on my credits. So I was able to, you know, just do 3 years instead of like a full 4-year thing. I didn't have to start over as a freshman per se, luckily. So I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, played football. I ended up having a kid while I was out there.
Yeah.
I was like 20, 21 years old, first kid. Just figuring life out, dog. So, you know,
No family support out here, none of that. Dang.
just my daughter's mother's family,
Yeah.
pretty much. So we made it work, bro. I mean, she was.
Pause there. Like, how'd you feel about that though? Like being at that age, like you got a goal in mind of how your life's supposed to go, and then now, know what I mean, God blesses you with this daughter, but not in the circumstance that you want. So
Yeah.
like, what was going through your mind in that moment, in that time?
Like, honestly, bro, like, being so young, like, you don't know what to expect. I mean, like, I was still in school. I still had a semester left when she was born. So now I'm going to class, going
Yeah.
to practice, straight after practice.
Yeah,
I'm on baby duty
yeah.
at the crib, knocking out
Changing
some homework,
diapers and
changing diapers, and just taking it day by day. I mean, luckily, like, we had a good support system back then. So
Yeah.
we had 2 baby showers. We
Okay.
had one with our local friends, and then one back home
okay.
in Jacksonville with her family. So, I mean, we didn't have to buy diapers or anything for like the first 6 months.
That's dope. Like
So-
God provided in a situation that, you know what I mean, wasn't ideal, but he was like, yo, I'm gonna still make sure that this little one is taken care of, man.
Right. So we were together for 5 years. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. So now we're dealing with the back and forth with the
Yeah.
kid. But she's 6 now,
Yeah.
so she's in good spirits.
Same
She's
age as
happy.
my son. Yeah.
She's very athletic.
Ooh.
Very
What is-
athletic.
Is she playing sports and stuff?
Yeah, we got her into soccer this year.
Okay.
She's
I wanted to
little.
put my son. I just been hesitating, man. I'm like,
Just do it, man.
I gotta just put him in, man.
just let the kids do it, man. That's
Yeah.
I mean, I think I had my kid before you had yours, so
Yeah.
I can give you a little bit of
Yeah.
advice.
She's November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, just let him do it, man. I mean, shoot, I was on the phone with her one day, and she was like, "Daddy, I'm gonna show you something." I'm like, "All right, what's up?" She put the phone down. This girl's doing cartwheels with one hand, like perfect form and everything, and I'm shocked. I'm like, "When did you learn how to do
That's
that?"
what I'm saying, yo. They grow so quick because
Yeah.
I be looking at my son sometimes like, when did you learn this word? When did you learn this? Like, I feel like these kids, like this generation, like they just move at a way more fast pace.
She's reading books now.
Yeah, my
She's
son too.
talking, and she's talking to me. Like, we're having full blown conversations.
It's
And
wild,
it's just
bro.
crazy. So yeah, that happened, and then my senior year, I had to do an internship with an agency,
Okay.
and my professor instructed me to do one here. So, and this was like right before COVID hit. So I did like ride-alongs and stuff like that. Did stuff in the correctional department and
Yeah.
dispatch and training unit all over the place just to gain hours for my
Yeah.
my curriculum. And then COVID hit, so that got cut short. But then, like, while I was there, I was just catching a vibe. I'm like this isn't the same law enforcement that I know from New York City.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I hate NYPD. I do not like y'all.
Yeah, no. NYPD, I mean, you mix the aggression, the rudeness
Bro,
of
they're
a New
like-
Yorker and
they're
then
like
put a badge
gangbangers.
on them. And it's like, yeah, man, I think they might be the worst department in the nation for just how they treat people.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I never wanted to be a law enforcement ever. Like, that was far from my mind. Like, I just wanted to play sports.
Yeah.
Like, if sports would have took me somewhere, that's what I would have went with. I'd never in a million years would have thought I'd have been doing this job. So internship got cut short because of COVID 2020. And I finished out my senior year of football, and I had a choice. It was finish, because I had 2 more years left of eligibility. They gave the seniors a COVID year because our season was stupid short.
Okay.
It's like 5 games, 6 games.
Okay.
Excuse me. So they were like, oh, and also redshirted my first year because when I transferred in, you need 24 credits. I had 23.
Okay.
So I wasn't technically eligible to play athletics that year. So
yeah.
I redshirted. So I was like, shoot, I could play 2 more years of ball and get another degree in, like another 2-year degree in something else.
Yeah.
Or get to work because I got my kid now.
Yeah.
So something's got to give.
Yep.
So I hung up the cleats. That was pretty hard, honestly.
You was
know?
crying?
No, not really.
You almost wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I bet you almost,
I almost wanted to, but I think my daughter was definitely more important.
Oh, yeah. When you see it, you're like, yo, like, hey, I'll sacrifice anything.
So I hung up the cleats, man. That was tough. I remember my last game, we were playing a team in Miami, and when that clock hit 0, just staring at the field and just soaking it all in,
Yeah,
and
man.
taking my helmet off for the last time, taking the pads off for the last time, just looking around the locker room like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's done. So
But it was the end of one chapter, and I mean the start of a new chapter,
yep,
right? So
on to the next. So I was working concrete because I've been working with this landscape company in between semesters, like on school breaks to have extra money.
yeah.
I did concrete for a minute, and then I switched to Amazon. I worked at
You got chased by dogs?
no, I was just doing deliveries like in the car.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because when you drive around, you got to get out,
Oh
walk
well,
in the yards, and
I
dogs be
did
coming
have
out.
to hop a fence once. I was scared for real.
See the videos, man. I've
Yeah.
seen videos where dogs literally came out like through somebody's window, like
Yeah.
broke the window. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I've only had that traumatic experience once, but I was just doing something just to get me by because the application process, as you know, is a little lengthy.
yeah.
So finally, we fast forward, and then that's when we met
Yep.
at the
So,
office.
So yeah, we'll pause right there. So a lot of y'all don't know that I actually went into becoming a deputy. I went to the police academy. I graduated the police academy. I got sworn in as a deputy. I did like a month, and I was like, yeah, it's just I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't for me, and that's more detail than I even feel like sharing. I don't regret what I experienced and what I did, though. I honestly think that if my son wasn't born, I would have stayed in. I think me wanting to just be a dad for so long, and then I finally was, and just I wanted to be around him as much as possible. I think the age he was and just the shifts and all that, I was like, and then more so just the multitasking that had to do with the job as well. I was like, yo, like I didn't even have the focus or the desire to focus on that as much as I wanted to. I just felt like it took more thought and effort to, no statutes, no laws, no all these, like, and just be on top of your A game and be willing to sacrifice, do whatever you got to do. And I was like, I'm not really there. I think if I would have been single and just didn't have my son, I think I would have been straight with it because I would have enjoyed it. But I just think I was so much like, I just want to be a family man. I was like, I don't really.
Right.
And honestly, I was only doing it because I was looking for a career. I just felt like American dream. I need to find something. And I was like, I don't want to be no nurse or something. So I went into it. So yeah, going from that, how we met, I'm at the sheriff office. And
Had the Timbs on.
Yeah, I had the Timbs on that day. I was like, I believe I was getting my stuff fitted to see just like what sizes I had to wear for my uniform when they ordered it for the academy. And then I believe also when we got sworn in, I think they would probably get measurements for all that. And then I come out of the dressing room, and then I see this guy. At that time, you had your man bun, and you was sitting there, and you were just looking mad serious. And I was like, all right, what's up? And then after that, then I think after that, then we ran into each other at the CVS,
Right.
And we were sitting there. We had to get whatever they needed
I
us
think
to
we
get
had to
done.
take a photo or something, right?
I
Or was it? Or
I
was
think
it
it was
drug
like
test?
yeah, I think it was a drug test or something we had to get done. And then we were standing in line waiting, whatever. And then I think you saw my tattoo.
Yeah.
You was like, "Oh, you from New York?" And then we hit it off from there. And we were talking, and then we connected. And then from there, man,
We honestly didn't see each other for a while.
we didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
And like
see
I
you
didn't know
again.
if you made it through or not. And I was asking around about you. I was like, "Yo, where's that one dude? He's got all the tattoos on." And they were saying your name, Elvin. I'm like, I guess I don't know what his name was, but if I see him, I would know.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, he's still in." I was like, "Bet." And then I realized we were going to the academy together, so it was like even more cool. And at first we thought it was just me and you.
Yeah,
But
and
then
then
we
we
had
met.
the other lady with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So yeah, that,
So,
that was pretty dope.
So with that, then we started carpooling. Yo,
Yeah.
we would. So where I live and where he lived at the time, it was about at least a 30, 40-minute distance. So I lived closer to the sheriff's office. They gave us a vehicle that 3 of us could carpool. So it was me, Ty, and this other lady. So the lady, she would pick me up at like 6 in the morning or something crazy, or 5 in the morning, something crazy. And then we would drive like 40 minutes to go pick up Ty. And yo, let me tell you something. We be out, this is a type of dude, I don't know if he's still like that. I believe law enforcement probably changed him. But this was the type of dude that you had to tell him you was here when you was actually like 15 minutes down the road for him to get out on time. And then even when he would rush outside, yo, my man would have a toothbrush in his mouth. Yo, my man was in the back seat brushing his teeth, boots in his hands. He was never ready. I don't know what you was doing the night before, but
It's the kid, dog.
yo.
She would not some nights she would not go to bed on time, and we had to be up there for formation at like
Yeah.
6:30. Was it 7 o'clock or some
Yeah.
crazy early time? And so sometimes she wouldn't go to sleep till like 11:30. So I'm
Yeah.
up with her. We got to study and all this other junk. So I was just fried.
Going
man.
through
I was
it, fam.
tired.
Yo, so we would call. So then, mind you, after we would get him, it still took like another like 20, almost maybe 30 minutes to get to school from there. So you talking about like a whole hour trip just to get to school every morning, and then we get there and we go in the classroom, and then mind you, out of all the years, we end up being in the class that has the most they ever had in the classroom. It was like 50 of us.
Like
which,
53.
Which was a dope experience, though.
Yeah.
Like, I look back like, yo, like, all of that was dope. And it was a little college experience for a couple months. And so, yeah, man, we would be there, and we would have to be outside lined up. I remember the first day. The first day we was lined up outside, and that one dude came out. He just barking at us, yelling at all of us. And so they told us what we needed to have. Like I had tattoos, so I had to have my tattoos covered up with sleeves. And we got this whole uniform on. We got our caps on. We got our boots on and all that. And I mean, our boots are supposed to be shined up a certain way. But I didn't realize that they were going to make a big deal about socks. So I didn't think about having long black socks. I had like some socks that like stopped at like the above the ankle, but you couldn't see them past the boot. So they yelling at us and this and that. They telling everybody lay down. So we laying on our backs. We laying on our backs, and when we do it, like they tell us to lift our legs up, and our pants drop down to like our knee or something. And then they're like, "What's up with these socks?" And then going off like, "Yo, get your socks are not long enough." And then I remember one of the girls that was in front of us, she had lashes on. You know who I'm talking about. She had lashes on, and yo, she was getting chewed out for having lashes. Yo, it was like the funniest day, but it was one of those things that is more funny because you could not laugh.
Yeah.
Like, when you're getting in trouble, and like that's when it's funny, or when somebody else getting in trouble and it's supposed to be a serious moment and you can't laugh. That's what makes you want to laugh more. And man, we sitting there, mind you, we had to have masks on as well because COVID was just passing. So we're out there with masks on, trying to breathe through that junk, getting yelled at. Like, yo, I'll never forget that junk, bro. So anyway, yeah, so we was in the police academy, and it was an experience. I enjoyed it. It was fun. A lot of laughs. We met a lot of dope people there.
This man over here was a straight A student.
Yeah, seriously, yo, I wasn't a straight A student in school, but yo, in that school, like, I guess now because I was an adult and I took things more serious, I'm like, yo, like, I'm not wasting this. I'm not playing with this. I'm getting up mad early. I'm sacrificing. I got a kid at home. My mindset was different. Yo, I was studying. I literally did not get lower than a 90 on any test. Even the state exam, passed that joint with a 90.
Mind you, I failed the first test.
Yo, you had a spook for a little bit. Yo, my man failed the first one, thought it was a game out here. You know why? Because I think you said it too. You was like, yo, this ain't like how it was when I was in college. In college, I could have people, know what I mean? Yeah. And you couldn't do that in the academy.
Nah, you really had to like do it on your own type thing. So it was definitely like a wake-up call for sure, because I'm like, I studied through the material. I'm like, I already know this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I went into the exam mindset like, I already know this. This is basic LEO intro, whatever. Like intro, was it intro to criminal justice? I'm like, bro, I took this already. Yeah. So I ended up getting a 74.
And you needed an 80. You needed 80s to pass all of them. So
I was like scared because I'm like, dang, I failed the first test. This was the easy one.
The first. It's only getting harder for me.
Imagine what's gonna be like when we take the more harder courses, but.
And you had a long way to go, bro. It's the beginning. It's like, yo, you fail that early. You're like, yo, I gotta pass everything else going forward. Like,
boy, and like, you only get one retake. So I used my one retake on that first test. Yeah. So if I failed another test throughout the course of the academy, I'm out of there.
Yeah. And so, I think you failed another one that you had to retake a block for, didn't you?
No. Remember I got sick.
Oh, that was why you had to take the block again. Got you.
I was like super sick. I caught like freaking pneumonia.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know how. But
and you missed days or whatever.
Shoot, I was out for like a week.
Yeah.
I was out for a minute.
Yeah, man. That was a time, bro.
Oh yeah.
It was a time, and a lot of funny moments with that place, man. Yo, I don't know if you, I don't know if you remember this when we were doing CPR. Remember, we were learning. Nah, actually not CPR. We were learning first aid. They had us in that big room with all the dummies everywhere,
Yeah.
and they were doing the first aid. Everybody had to bandage up. It was me, you. It was a couple of us, and there was one guy in there, and I don't have to describe him, but when I describe the situation, you're gonna remember. We were doing first aid. And somebody, I guess, had used the restroom at a certain point, and when they came back, I guess they didn't wipe themselves right because there was a smell, and everybody was coming, and it was like, "Yo, so and so smells like crap right now." And then they knew that they was getting talked about because they was looking at us. They knew deep down, like, yo, like, dang, they know. And yo, that junk was hilarious, bro. I felt so bad, but yo,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
so stuff like that, bro, was hilarious.
You remember that one time I got us in trouble because of my review on the professor?
Oh so after we would take tests and all that, like there would be these options, like these survey question type things, and you could put like just how was your instructor and like how they taught the lesson and all that. And this guy had an issue with one of the instructors, and I forgot what you put, but you put something wild, bro.
I mean, he was being like mad rude, bro.
I remember you used like vulgar language or something with it.
I just said a-hole vibes.
Yeah.
So
but,
like I was.
But you wrote it out.
I did.
That was the thing. Yeah, you
I
used
did.
explicit language when you put it in there, so they.
And they lied. They said that it's anonymous. They know exactly who did it too.
Oh man,
that's why I was comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's anonymous. They're not gonna know it's me. But,
oh, see, that's what you get though. See,
I mean, it was true though. He didn't have to be like that towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you was thinking NYPD. That's why you was like, see, man, this is why I ain't like cops, man.
Well, actually, no. That was like first aid. It was one of those medic dudes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now
that's when we was in the classroom and we was all taking the test, and I think I went up there to give him the thing, and he like shoot me away like I'm some kid.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm taking that offensive. So I'm like,
got
all right,
easily
bro,
offended. Like, all right,
I got something
one
for you.
And he was like, I got something for you.
Dude, I remember his name and everything. Like when they came up to, like when I seen his name pop up on the review, I was like, instructor was giving off a-hole vibes, very rude, blah, 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 blah.
This guy, bro. We couldn't let it go, man. Like, couldn't just be like, all right, whatever. He was annoying and whatever. This dude literally got in trouble just because you wanted to just... And he probably didn't even read that, fam. Like, he probably didn't even see it. He'd be like, I don't care.
Apparently he knew about it.
He obviously didn't care. He was like, all right, whatever. Like,
he's still getting a paycheck.
Did you have to do a presentation?
I did.
And Sergeant...
Yeah,
they all had to come
yes.
to watch.
Yes, that was crazy.
That was embarrassing, man.
That was crazy.
But again,
it was like about professionalism or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I remember. Yup. But I mean, stuff like that made it memorable.
It's like
you
petty
look back,
stuff, you know?
yeah, it's like, yo, like, hey, you'll never forget those things. For some reason, I end up being second in command, all because I would tell people to do push-ups, which I didn't understand how that worked out.
You were just vulgar. You had that.
That's what it was.
Demeanor to you. So.
I was just like, yo, all right, let's go, man, down. Like, and I think that eventually just led to them like, yo, like, even though I didn't put in to be anything, they still chose me, and so yeah, man, that was a headache too, because then I was in charge of getting everybody's homework and being on top of that. I'm like, yo, I already don't want to be doing the basic stuff. I just want to, do what I got to do, get home. We're getting up mad early, driving, whatever. Now I got to be handling people's homework, staying on top of people. People getting mad at me because the top person ain't doing what they doing. They telling me I'm the real commander. I'm like, no, I'm not, fam. Like, go to him. Like, it was just a lot, man. And yo, our class being so big, we always got in trouble.
Always
got in trouble.
Picked on the most, man.
Yo, imagine you take a shower, you getting ready, you all suited up, putting on the uniform, got this vest on, and then you get to school, you in formation,
hit the light.
Yup, somebody's late or somebody did something stupid, and now all y'all got to start your morning off running a mile on the lake. And not just running a mile on the lake, you got to run at the pace so that everybody keeps up. So mind you, we had people who were like super overweight. And so you think about running a mile in 7-8 minutes. No, we were running a mile. It
15,
takes like
20.
15, 20 minutes, and the sun's beating on us. We sweating.
Full gear.
And then we got to go back to class sweaty in that sit. It's not like when you in school, you change it into your gym clothes. Nah, in these moments, they was making us be sweaty in these uniforms, go to the bathroom, get some paper towels, wipe yourself off, and then you got to sit in class for the next 8 hours like this. Like, yo, it was frustrating. But again, you look back on it, stuff is funny, and you laugh about it
We had
now.
that one kid. Who was that one kid that was real stinky?
I don't remember.
Forgot his name, but remember we had to like the class coordinator had to give like a presentation on hygiene.
I remember this. I don't remember who it was though.
Oh man, he was rank as heck, man. He stunk.
I feel like somebody's coming to my mind.
He sat right next to me, bro, on the right side. He was horrible.
Yeah, man.
It was like people in there, like especially after we had to hit that mile on the lake.
Oh yeah.
And be back in the classroom, and he sat right next to me.
Yeah, he was already probably musty before we did that. So then coming in. Woo.
I know. I remember his name.
We ain't gonna say it because I don't know who's seeing this and who's gonna be.
I'm looking at him in my mind right now.
Crazy, man.
Stinky boy.
So yeah, man, it was fun in the academy. A lot of fun moments, man. And we could go on and on all day on this joint talk. Like there's so many memories. So moving forward, though.
Yeah, moving forward.
We eventually graduated the academy,
and
then we got sworn in. We got sworn in. And we hit the road.
We had orientation.
Yeah.
We got tased and.
Oh yeah, that was the experience. We got tased. That was crazy. Yeah. Well, before we got tased, when we were in the academy, one more thing about the academy. The worst experience of my life was OC spray. Woo! So OC spray in your eyes, fam, it feels like shards of glass are in your eyes, fam.
Hot.
And mind you, they're telling you to blink, and it feels like there's weights and glue on your eyelids.
It's like an involuntary close.
Yeah, your eyes won't open. So I'm like, yo, I was so pissed because I was like, yo, y'all told me to strobe your eyes. I'm like, fam, that don't work. Like, dude, that sound good.
Bro, we had dudes pouring milk on their face. You remember that?
Ooh, yup.
Pouring milk on their face.
To get it.
That's just an urban myth. The milk does not work.
It didn't work. And mind you, for our group, because our class was so big, we were split up. So when our group went, I had to be the guinea pig because I was the top rank for our group. So I had to lead by going first. And man, I'll never forget that day. That was the worst. Yo, the stuff was sitting in my eyes for like, I think another 2 weeks, bro. I had to go to my wife's job and they had to scan my eye and look at it. And there was still residue in there. So they had to give me drops. It was bad. Like, one of my eyes was just blurry for mad long. So, yo, OC spray in the eyes, I'd rather get tased multiple times than to do that OC spray. So, yeah, we went through that. We got tased. Then
we got dog bit.
Yeah, they sick the canines on us, but they let us put like some covering on our arms.
You still got bruised though.
Yeah, I forgot which. I think it was.
It might have been your right arm.
Yeah, it was one of these, and I still had this. I have to look. I forgot where it was at, but I had the dog bruises still on my arms for a while.
I still got the pictures on my phone.
Yeah, I still got the videos. So yeah, man. I mean, again, all cool experiences that not everybody gets to experience, man. And yeah, so I know some of y'all probably thinking, so you went through all of that. You went through the academy. You went through getting sprayed in your eyes and all that. Get sworn in. You're a deputy, and then you, after a month, just decide, nah. I'm like, yeah. Long story short, it just wasn't for me. If I ever run into somebody and y'all got a question about it, we could talk about it and we could elaborate. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't want to do it. Like I could have did it.
I think it's more respectable though.
Yeah.
That early you can say it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Because we got people that are here now, and
they want to be out, but they just ain't trying to be out.
They just soup sandwiches, dude.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Like if you're not mentally locked in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be out here because you're the one that has to respond to these hot calls.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that's potentially going to save someone's life, but
jeopardize your partner or somebody's life because you're just not doing
right. In the same process, if I'm getting beat up at the end of the road and you're jumping out of your car and you're freaking 300-something pounds running to me, you're about to pass out before you make it to me.
Yep.
So it's more respectable that. You were able to say, hey, this ain't for me. I'm stepping away.
Honestly, I'll say this. If if the position would have just been go to calls, handle calls, send the information to somebody else, and they can do reports, I would have been all in. I would have stuck with it. I think it was
The paperwork sucked back then.
the paperwork, and then you got to know all these radio codes. It was just so, and then like you be at one call, and then I got to stop interviewing this person to go to a crash, come back and get that information, get these reports. Then you ain't finishing reports because they calling to like it was just so like I don't work well like that. Like I like to work like yo, give me my task, let me finish this. I'm gonna go to the next thing. So I think with me, I think it was just so overwhelming that I was like, yo, I wasn't afraid about dying or getting hurt, nothing like. If anything, like the moments I got to arrest people and like I got to put hands on people and deal with certain situations, I wasn't feeling like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I was just like, yo, yeah, this is the job. Let's get it. Like I never was feeling any fear with that. It was just I was just feeling so anxious and overwhelmed by the pressure of you got to do all this stuff right and you got to make sure you don't die. And I was just like, fam, like, and you got to make sure you don't mess up and get locked up because you accidentally did something. It was just so much. I was like, yo.
I will say,
Yeah.
like FTO is definitely designed to put you
Yeah.
through the ringer. But once I got out and was on my
He
own,
was chilling.
it's like a massive weight off your shoulders. It's not
Yeah.
as horrible as it is during
And
FTO.
I will say that makes me feel stupid at times. I think I'm like, man, what if I would have just stuck it out and I would have found out that I was like, you know, I'm enjoying it. Like I'm chilling now, but I don't know, man.
FTO was
I
pretty
always
rough.
think about it. Like to this day, I always think about it. I'm like, dang, man, like, what if I just would have just stuck with it? What I mean, like, because what else? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I could have. I definitely have the mindset that I could have did it. I just I gave up, man. I just like it ain't for me, and I wanted the easier route. I wanted to do a simpler job, and again, I'm enjoying my life now. Like I still am, but I do think when I think about how far. I mean, it's been years now, and how far you've been in it, and where you're at now, and I'm like, yo, I could have been doing the same stuff.
I do remember though, our last night working together, and little did I know the next day you wasn't finna come back.
Yo,
You didn't even tell me, bro.
Nah.
Like I was like,
I didn't make up my mind until I think
was like,
when I got
dang.
off, bro. I made up my mind like literally. I think as I was like driving home, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. This is it.
I remember that night. It was because we were on night shift at the time.
Was that when we went to the house?
I think so.
We went and we went inside the house and we were looking for somebody
Yes.
and there was a RV or a trailer in the yard and
Yep.
yeah. That was a crazy. That could have went left depending on
Yeah.
the person. You know what I'm saying?
So like, yeah, I remember I was walking out of the office and I was showing you something like cool, and you were just like, yeah, all right. Like you just wasn't there no more.
Yeah,
And
in my mind I was tapped out. I was
didn't-
long gone.
It didn't click to me. So like the next day, like the next morning is when I found. I remember we said peace to each other, and then like the next morning, I found out and I was like, no, he didn't. I was just working with him last night.
He was fine.
And it was like, nah, he turned his stuff in this morning. And I think I had texted or
Yeah,
called you. And I'm
he was
like,
like,
yo.
yeah, you was like, yo, what's going on, or something like that, like.
And then that was it. I was like, dang, bro, because our ID numbers were right on top of each other. I was 2930,
Yeah,
and you're 2931.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I still remember that.
This guy, I don't remember
Still
none of
remember
that.
that.
It's like going with the wind, fam.
So yeah, but after that, man, I stuck it out.
Yeah,
I did 2 years permanent nights.
as you should have though. I mean, you went to school for criminal justice. Like, so this is the difference. I made a decision, just like yo, I want to get a career. I want to be a nurse. I need to do something. You already had it in your mind. I'm going to school for this, and then when I go to school for this, I'm graduating with this degree. Then my plan is I'm going into law. Like you already had this mapped out. This was something you wanted to do from the beginning, right?
Well, technically, remember I said I'd never wanted to do law enforcement.
Well, I'm saying like in the sense of like going for like, getting your criminal justice degree.
I only did that because it was easy.
Okay, so you was gonna get a criminal justice degree and do what with it then?
I was hoping to get picked up by the Buccaneers or something. I don't know.
He was thinking he was J. Cole. Like J. Cole did that. My man went to school. I think he went for like to be a lawyer or something. But he only went to the school because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get signed by the time before I even graduate. And he ended up graduating.
That dream got crushed immediately.
Yeah.
But you know, I chose this agency because, you know, they gave me a different perspective on what law enforcement is versus what NYPD is.
Yeah.
So it kind of opened my eyes. So fast forward to, you know, my years on in,
Yeah.
I did 2 years permanent nights.
Mm-hmm.
My third year, I switched to rotating shift. So I was doing a few months of days, few months of nights, and it rotates every few months or so. And then last year, I did permanent days for a year, not by choice.
Yeah.
And then this year, going on year 4, next month actually, March 22nd makes 4 years.
Yeah, man. I literally was thinking about it the other day. I was like, dang, it's already been 4 years since we got sworn in. And I'm thinking about, like, sheesh, that time flew, bro.
Yes, it did. Man.
I'm still paying them jokers back.
Still?
Yeah, I'll be finished paying them back in December. But that's only because the amount I chose to pay them.
Yeah.
So,
Joint's
and
expensive.
yeah,
Dude.
long story short, I'm in debt to the sheriff's office because they sponsored us to go to the academy. So we had a contract.
It's like a 2-year contract.
Yeah. So after we graduate, you're supposed to stay with them for 2 years to fulfill that contract. And then if you decide to go to another agency, then you're good. But obviously I left way before that 2-year contract was up. So I owed them all the money that they put forward for me to go to school. So pretty much I'm just paying back like a student loan back to
Pretty much.
the sheriff's office. So, but thank God I'm about to be done with it at the end of this year. Yeah. So tired of paying that junk.
So now,
but
this
I think
year,
I do thank the sheriff's office for even doing that though. And again, that's my fault for doing it. It's not on them. So
this year now I'm back on the rotating shift, and just gonna see what happens, man. Because I'm coming up on year 5 next year, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. Do I want to stay here? Do I want to move up, as in bigger law enforcement aspect? Because I do have a degree, so I could go state, I could go federal. Not sure yet, so just kind of panning it out. And also during my years here, I did make the SWAT team.
Yep.
So
which is something that you talked about while you was in the academy the whole time, which I'm proud of you, bro, because you said what you was gonna do, and you went in with that mindset. This is my plan, this is my goal, and you stuck with it, and you flourishing in it, and I hope you enjoying it.
Yeah.
Seems like
cool.
you enjoying it.
It's dope.
Yeah.
I got on the SWAT team. It's 2 years now, actually.
Yeah. Sheesh,
And,
already?
Yeah, bro. It's just
That's crazy, man.
time was just going. I ended up getting on the competition team. So we do competitions throughout the year. I competed for actually now I'm part of the sniper element, as you can see. I got my tab here.
Which now makes me think, man, like, even though you wanted to compete in football, like God still gave you a way to still compete.
Yes.
In a way.
And it's good. I really do enjoy it because I'm very competitive. I mean, you've seen it in the academy and PT. We're doing competitions. I'm getting after it. So,
speaking of when we had the wrestle that we had, like the knife. Remember the taser knife?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know. To this day, I still think about it. So my survival instincts kicked in. So Ty had this taser knife. He's got to like hit me with it. And I got to avoid it and take it out of his hands. I don't know what happened, fam. He was coming at me with it. I don't know what I did, but somehow I ended up flipping you like on the mat. And I was like, yo, then you asked me, yo, how'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know, bro. I think it was just like, yo, I ain't trying to feel this, so I'm going to do what I got to anyway. So
that was funny.
But yeah, the competitiveness, though, definitely is in this guy because he always want to put hands on somebody. Like he just like that. Like he's like, yo, let's wrestle right now. Come on. I'm like, no, fam, I'm tired. I don't want to do this. So yeah, this is like my little brother. Like literally, like it's crazy. I don't know if it's the New York in us. I don't know what it was, but bro, from the moment we connected, bro, like
you've been locked
in. You've been like a brother to me. Seriously, like the whole academy. I'll be walking, like we used to have to walk in formation, like on the side of the halls, walking to the bathroom. I remember it was like our first or second day. You was running up to like a little kid, yo, wait up for me, man, wait up. But yeah, man. So you're in SWAT. So tell me, like, what's been the experience been like though, being in SWAT? Like, what's the craziest stuff you've been through? What's some stuff that people don't realize about being in SWAT or like just being in law, like the misconceptions about all of this and how y'all think when y'all going into dangerous situations?
Being on SWAT, and also just to add into that, I am now on the sniper element. So that's extremely important as it is already. Being on SWAT, man, is if you make a mistake, you die.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, like if you think about it, think back to the bank shooting. I mean,
That's exactly what I was just thinking about.
you're
The moment you
walking
said
into something ridiculously crazy,
that.
and it's a lot of unknowns because we can make entry on a house. You know, we're on the stack, 6, 7 of us. We're making entry into some random house that we don't know. Obviously, we form a plan before that, so we have an understanding of
Yeah.
what's in the house, floor plan, room here, room there, garage here, attic, whatever the case is. But there's always that unknown factor. Yeah, this is our target, but there can be 3 more.
Yeah.
So it's always something to really think about. We can make entry into a house and it can be an ambush. Things like this really happen.
Yeah.
So it's
Every day it's not like the dude, like I used to think about this. I'm like, yo, if you're the pizza delivery guy, you're not worrying about somebody hating you for delivering your pizza at the front door. You're not thinking somebody's going to try and kill you for delivering a pizza at the front door. But then the person that's also going to work, who's putting on a law enforcement uniform, they're also trying to serve the community the same way that pizza dude is trying to serve whoever ordered that pizza. You're trying to serve whoever called law enforcement for help. But the difference is now you got to go in thinking, yo, somebody could be waiting to kill me when I get to this front door. Or when I get to this front door, like, people are not happy to see me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes in your mind with that, bro.
Yep. So like training is very important. Like we train and we, take it seriously as much as we can. Like you haven't been out to the range in a long time, but
That's fine.
we have like walls and rooms that we built.
Oh, okay.
So like we built
Like
2 new
mock
buildings.
scenario stuff.
Yeah, so we built 2 new metal buildings at the range now.
Okay.
And we have we also have DT mats in there now because now we're trying to implement some in-house jiu-jitsu. And I'll get into that a little more. So like we have these rooms and walls that we built where we can make entry and train in those rooms. So we can change it up and we'll do like sim munitions. I don't know if you remember the sims.
Yeah.
We do that all the time. A lot of CQB training. We've done night vision in there. We'll turn off all the lights and block out all the windows and we're running around there with nods on.
That's dope.
And we also have a simulation thing.
Okay.
Where like, I don't know if you ever seen it, but it's like a big screen on the wall.
Oh, okay.
And you're kind of standing in front of it with like a little mechanical gun. And you're doing all these crazy scenarios like school shootings and stuff like that. So that's also pretty dope. And now we're working on building another metal building, but strictly for DT.
That's cool.
So
man.
we're slowly and surely getting there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dope. But as far as like the SWAT training stuff, like we do a lot of different shooting styles and a lot of things that the average person shouldn't know. So we got to have the upper hand. I mean, it is what it is. It might sound a little rough, but we're gonna have the upper hand on you.
It's a job. I mean, you guys gotta have advanced skills, right? Like, so in Florida, a lot of people have guns, but that don't mean they have the advanced training on how to shoot a certain way or, you know what I mean, like how to handle certain things. So it's like you guys are getting paid and you should be learning advanced skills on how to use those weapons to protect, not just to have a gun, but literally like to protect community. So it makes sense, man.
So yeah, we train our tails off and, just waiting for that day. I mean, like I can get a call right now during this interview and I'll be like, hey bro, I gotta go. Yeah. So.
And suit up. I remember walking down the hall, like when we were training and then seeing dudes that got a call and they literally were coming right in, suiting up and dipping out, man.
And being that now I'm on the sniper element, that's very, it's honestly hard because you can't make a mistake. Yeah. Like you have to be perfect. Yeah. So I went into our first competition as a sniper for the first time. I did okay. I missed a few shots. I will admit that. But then we went to a really big competition, like an international competition in Orlando. And we were going against guys from all over the world. And I shot really good. Really good. And we were even doing like rappelling off of towers, like 50-foot tall towers. And the snipers had to take
that's
shots.
like some military stuff, man.
Snipers had to take shots off the tower. So my furthest shot out there was 300 yards on a steel plate. From 300 yards at the top of the tower.
That's crazy, man.
Just sending them.
And that's not something you thought about ever doing back in the day, bro. You wasn't thinking about all of this.
And I'm not really scared of heights, but when you're hanging off a building from a rope,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a big like pucker factor. You're
Yup,
like,
yup,
I don't want to
yup.
fall. But we trained for
Yeah.
that too. I mean, we went to the college here. We had fire train us on the rappels and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and then we even went to Polk's range and trained off of that. And so it definitely built the confidence off of that. And then once we got up there to the tower, dude, I tell you, I made my 3 shots. It was 100 yards, 200 yards, and 300 on steel plates at the top of the tower. Once I finished my shots, slung that rifle, hooked onto the rope, and bro, I just jumped.
On some Mission Impossible.
You just jump, bro. Like,
That's gotta be
literally,
fun though, bro.
It is funny. I swear, like you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Like you're not thinking, well, I'm 50 feet off the air. I got hundreds of people watching me.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up. Nah, bro. I got to the edge of that dang tower.
He's like, let's go.
Once my feet left the edge, just sending it down. Like you literally kind of like off the tower, and I was on the ground in like 2.5 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Like experiences like that, bro. Like you don't get to do that every day. So, like thinking about it, it's nerve wracking, but it's also exciting once you get used to it. And that's the whole thing with law enforcement, man. Like in the beginning, yeah, it is nerve wracking, but again, like you said, with training, the more you keep training, the more you know what I mean. And I know you because you used to be in your crib all the time when we first got sworn. And my man was, I'm taking the gun out like this. Man was walking around his house making videos, clear it. Like I'm like, this dude training. That's how I knew him. Like, yeah, he want this more than me because I ain't doing this on my off day, fam. He was itching to do this stuff. So
like now I'm actually living it, dog.
Yeah.
And just seeing where the next couple of years take me. See what I want to do.
All right. So going back to. All right, just the thought of the seriousness of being in law enforcement, being SWAT. I mean, it's one thing to be in patrol, but then obviously with SWAT, you're going, like you're only called because you're going to a dangerous situation. With patrol, it's like you could be called to somebody's house and it's because someone stole someone's cat and you're getting some information. But with SWAT, when you know it's time to get called, this is a dangerous, they're only calling SWAT because it's something super severe and dangerous. So when you get those calls, what's going through your mind aside from getting ready? All right, we're going to a call, but like I'm talking about from a human standpoint. You got a daughter. I mean, you're a young guy. You still got hopes and dreams and future goals that you want. Like, what goes through your mind when you're like, yo, this could be my last day? God forbid, my daughter may never see me again. Did I talk to my daughter? Did I say I love you? Did I talk to her the right way? Did I, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, what goes in your mind every time you go into these situations that, hey, this could be your last moment?
I mean, I'm honestly, I'm pretty excited. I mean,
What?
I'm kind of wired a little different, man.
Okay.
So like we train so much for this stuff. So like, we're not like, there's not one piece of nerve running through my body. Like if rounds were to start getting sent towards us, I'm probably going to be smiling, sending rounds back.
This guy, bro. You sound like a psychopath right now.
Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like it's when you're in that atmosphere, you're around SWAT dudes and, I mean, we got girls on our team, SWAT guys and girls. We're not normal. We're not the average law enforcement deputy. Like we train for these crazy scenarios. Day in, day out. Like, this is what we signed up for.
Yeah.
So, like, when we do get these calls or we do have these search warrants or whatever, like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, it might be weird or people might think I'm lying, but there's not one piece of nerve running through my body. My mind is blank. All I'm thinking about is, what's my assignment? I can be either a sniper or I can be on the stack making entry into the house. Okay. So, whatever my assignment is, just focus on my assignment, take the orders, go in, execute, go home. It's kind of weird to think like that, but you don't want to go in thinking about your family. You don't want to go in thinking about what am I cooking for dinner tonight? You want to have.
You might hesitate.
Exactly.
You might just not be on point because your mind is.
And the main thing is trusting your partners. Yeah. So like if I'm on the stack and my buddy goes right and I go left and I hear him yelling, screaming at somebody, I still have an assignment on this side. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing turn my body to him unless it's something like crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if he starts sending rounds, I'm gonna trust that he's taking care of
A situation.
what he's doing because I still have an unknown in this direction. I don't
Yeah.
want to take my eyes off that.
You got to do your part.
And then there's somebody might pop out of this closet and start hitting me up with some rounds. You know,
Yeah, and
but
then they're looking at you like, dang, man, like, why are you worrying about what he's doing? You should have been worried about
Right.
what you had to do. And
the main thing is just trusting your partners, man.
Yeah.
So we trust each other. We trust each other a lot. And, you know, like I was saying, we train for this. So we go in, execute, go home, you know.
Okay, so you're not really worrying about dying. You're not worried about leaving your daughter nothing. Like,
I mean, of course, like you think about that. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to get killed
yeah,
going,
obviously, yeah.
going to work. But, you know, when you're out there, even on the same thing, like on the patrol standpoint, when we're going to these hot calls, these domestics, you know, you start like filling your mind with family, loved ones, my homeboys, you know, stuff like, or like my daughter, my mom, my uncle, my grandma. Like you have to block that out.
Yeah,
Because if not, you're not going to be focused. You're going to be scared the entire time.
yeah.
And when people get scared, they make mistakes, and those mistakes can be detrimental. You know, so you really have to separate that.
Yeah.
And then after,
That makes sense, though.
Obviously, you can think like, man, that was a really close call.
Yeah, because I mean, I know when I was in it, like, leading up to it, I was like, damn, I don't want to leave my family. Damn, my son just got home from school, and now I'm about to go start night shift. Like, I want to be home with my family. But then once I was in it and it was time to go, it was time to go. Like, I was in it. But then once it was like, all right, I'm out of a call, and then I got downtime and I'm on break or I'm chilling, then now I'm just back in my mind again, like, dang, man, I want to be with my family and all that. So that's what was in my mind. But I see what you're talking about. Like, yeah, when you're in it, though, like when we had to pull up at a dude at Denny's one night and, I mean, arrest him, like, my mind wasn't thinking about my son and my wife. My mind was thinking like, yo, I got to do this. I got to do this right. I got people around me. Like, this could go left. This could go right. Like, whatever. Like, I trained for this. This is what we got to do. So in those moments, like, when you're in the thick of it, bro, like, you're just tunnel vision. Like, let's get this done. This is the mission.
Yep.
And then
Also, like, you have to think of, because during the course of years law enforcement, I picked up jiu-jitsu on the side. So now I'm really more versed in the defensive tactics, maneuvers. And so, like, you know, going hands-on with people, you know, you're thinking of the safest way to do it possibly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty
Without
sure
hurting
you've
them
seen
and hurting
a bunch of videos on the internet. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen a bunch of videos of cops just punching people in the face or whatever the case is, or
because they're just on survival
scared.
mode. Yeah. And
they're scared, the lack of training, you know,
Yeah.
that definitely shows when things start hitting the fan. So, you know, I take pride in training. You know, we train on our off days, go to jiu-jitsu, we go to the gym to work out. I'm running miles or whatever the case is to stay fit, because I've been in some foot chases now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet.
And I've even been in vehicle pursuits. I've been in 2.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And actually, funny story about my first foot chase. It was me and my FTO, my ex-FTO. Actually, I was graduated from field training. I was on my own, and me and him were zone partners now. This is out somewhere in the south side of the county. And this dude had a warrant. So we go in there, and long story short, he starts running. And mind you, this dude just got out the shower. So he ran out of his towel.
Oh,
so
man.
this dude is booty butt naked, running across the street, and he runs into the woods. So I'm chasing after this dude.
He clean and he getting dirty now.
Dude, I'm chasing after this dude. I'm like, I ain't finna let this naked guy get away from me.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing if I do.
Yeah.
I'm chasing this dude, and you know, like sugar sand, it's very like thick.
Yep.
Well, my legs are burning, my thighs is burning.
And you running them boots.
Running in them
vest.
boots, all that gear.
You ain't got no joggers on. You just in like a tight uniform.
Dude, my phone fell out of my pocket.
And then you think about that like,
you remember my body mic? You remember those little square body mics? That junk done fell off. I done dropped a bunch of stuff because we didn't have the exterior vest at the time, so everything is kind of just loose in pockets. So I'm chasing after this dude. Dude, we're in the middle of the woods, man. I have no idea where I'm at. Radio's going off.
Hogs could be coming out, like in Florida. You don't know what could be coming out.
Luckily, it was during the day.
Okay.
So I get close to him, and I'm gassed. And I remember I flicked on that taser beam, and I just aimed it like right under his shoulder blade.
He locked up.
And boy, I was so tired. I just pulled the trigger, hoping it would hit him, and I pulled the trigger. The prongs jump out, and it hit him perfectly. One right under the shoulder blade, and
Ooh, and he naked too. Ooh.
one right above his like butt cheek.
Oh yeah, he locked up.
Boy, he dolphin dived into
Yup.
the sand. And I'm standing there on top of him, just with my hands on my hips, just breathing heavy. And then my partner comes, we get him cuffed up, and that was the only time I've ever tased somebody. So like, I don't go to weapons if I don't have to.
If you don't have to, yeah. But
Like I go hands on a lot more if I really need to. Like,
yeah, because you wanna do the bare minimum of what needs to be done to, you know what I mean, control a situation.
yeah.
You don't
Plus,
want
we
to go
got
to the
body cams
extreme.
now.
So
We got body cams now, so you got to be careful.
yeah.
You know, you got some guys that are super up here. They want to, throw in some extra love hits and all that. I'm not really into that. So
yeah.
I stick with my defensive tactics where I know how to manipulate joints, whatever, to get you down safely, quickly, and be just done with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because you want to go home safe, but you also don't want those people to lose their lives either. Even if they're breaking the law, whatever they did, like, it's like, yo, like, I don't want anybody to die in this situation. Like, it's not good for anybody. Nobody wants to lose a loved one on either side. So, well, yeah, man, I know we're running low on time. I just want to run off some last questions for you, just to end off the podcast. And again, thank you, bro, for doing this. Like, seriously. The moment I thought about doing this podcast, like, you was one of the first people that came to my mind. I told you that off rip, like, yo, I'm doing this, and yo, I think it would be dope to have you on here, bro. So hopefully this like sparks interest for somebody that's thinking about law enforcement, and hopefully this also just kind of give people a different perception. Like, yo, here's not a white police officer or white deputy. Like, this is a light-skinned brother from Queens, New York, who did not like law enforcement, and he's in it, and you can see he's a normal person. Like, he chill. Like we got to stop looking at people with a uniform like they're some
sort of
distant,
robot or something.
or machines. Like, no, these are people too who care about their lives. This is just a profession, and they're out here trying to protect and serve and look out for your best interests. And again, in any field, any job we work at, there's always people who take their job too serious or don't care about the people that they're serving. So there's bad apples. Nobody's saying that there's not officers out there who are just using this badge for wrong reasons. But stop looking at that being the general for everybody, because it's not. There's good brothers, good sisters out here that are out here serving, that care about you, care about the community, and they want to go home, and they want to be safe as well. So,
and I will say,
yeah,
being that I work in this area, this isn't the, I'd say, best area of the county, but I have a good understanding of what these people grew up like. Like, I grew up in the same environments, shootings, a lot of people going to jail, and there's always fights in the hood and all that kind of thing. So like, I wanted to work in this area on purpose because I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the dang boonies up there with a bunch of cows and horses. Like, put me here and I can thrive better here. And honestly, I can say I have a really good rapport with the community. I can ride through the middle of the hood right now and get out my car and hang out with them because they're familiar with me. Like, I don't come off as a, Terminator, deputy out here. Yeah. They, some of them may look at me a little different because I'm not too familiar with them, but the ones that do know me, they always say, oh, no, he's cool. He's cool. He's a good one. Because I don't come off with that, Terminator personality. I'm just like, y'all, we the same color skin.
Yeah.
I understand what y'all going through. I grew up in this low income minority community, just like y'all did. I'm just doing this now because it ended up being my calling. Yeah. This is what God put me here to do. So now I'm doing it.
Amen.
So, and I just want to, put that positive energy out there. I don't go to work looking to ruin people's day. Yeah. That's just not me. I go to work to have fun. Yeah. Pretty much. So
seriously.
Just to, close that part of that.
Yeah, nah. So I'll end it with this, man. So with all that, you've done with football, law enforcement, being in SWAT, and what your future goals are, what is the one thing you want to be remembered by your daughter and anyone else that you care about? Like, what is the one thing that you want to be remembered for when it's all said and done and you no longer here on this earth?
I just want to be known for who I was as a person, you know, like, like you know me personally, like off camera, you know me personally, like my personality doesn't show what I do as a job. So like, I like just for people to remember me as I was that normal dude, cool dude, funny guy who was
Yeah.
just doing a lot of cool stuff. You know, my daughter looks up to me a lot. She always says, you know, look, police officer. She loves the red and blue lights on the car. So, you know, I also want her to remember that her daddy was on SWAT. So
But
that's pretty cool.
and that's dope though, because your daughter is a young, beautiful black girl who's already growing up to look at law enforcement different, right? And I pray that that view never gets tarnished by what we see constantly on TV. But it's like that's what I'm saying. Like we can change the perception of things with people like you, with more people who like, yo, if you don't like what you see constantly on TV, then yo, be the change in that. And then spark that to be somebody else's mindset. But yo, I want to continue being the change in that. So anyway, man, I appreciate you, bro. I love you, man. I thank you for what you're doing, because you're not just doing it for yourself. You out here literally laying down your life, even if you don't think about it. Like, yo, you're laying down your life for people every day. Like, you may be thinking like, yo, this is just a job, but yo, you literally are putting yourself out there that other people are not willing to. So, yeah, man, that's commendable. I know God is looking at you like, yo, he's being a servant of the people. And I pray he blesses you. I pray he keeps his hand on you. I pray he continues to protect you, watch over you. May you have a long career, and may you be able to retire and then enjoy the proceeds of that after it's all said and done, bro. Seriously.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I think, just thinking about it all, like, you know, life is really what you make it, man. So
Yeah, seriously.
obviously, law enforcement didn't work out for you, but you found your, you know, your purpose in life elsewhere. So just find something in life that you love, and you know, grind in that, and always look to be better.
Yeah.
You know, I never would want to be complacent in anything, even in this job. I always found something to be better, and it's either with the job or off the clock or whatever it is. If I'm doing extra jiu-jitsu training, I'm going to the range, I'm at the gym. Like, there's always a different avenue to find yourself to be better with something. So, you know, just don't get complacent in life.
Yeah, seriously.
So.
Be content with what God has given you, but don't be complacent when he's trying to call you to greater things. So that's the main thing. Well, thank you, Ty. Thank you, viewers out there. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Tune in next time for the next episode of the True Blue Podcast. We out. True Blue.